Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, namaste, sat sri akal, salam alaikum. I'm very confident all of you are thriving in euphoria because so am I, and it feels wonderful. What a bright evening here in India, and I feel wonderful. I just feel wonderful, abundant, prosperous, beautiful, bountiful, happy, and I'm on a date with myself today. I always make sure every week, not just because quarantine, even before that, I always make sure I take myself on a date 2-3 times in a week. That's very important that you love yourself, you respect yourself, you pamper yourself, and you don't need anybody to do that to you, right? When you receive that from others, it's wonderful, but that's not who you are. It's you must treat yourself properly, appropriately, adorably, right? So I always make sure take myself on a date time to time, and today is one of the evenings I'm on a date with myself, and I've done all the arrangements with me, and I'm gonna flirt with me and have lots of fun with myself. Okay, being a Scorpio, I love to flirt. What's the big deal? But I flirt with me. Yeah, of course, I flirt with everybody, my friends, my parents, my family, my brother, my all of that. So coming back, I hope you guys had great time, enjoyed the last video where we were discussing about the 6 tools how to become a better individual, a better friend, a better teacher, a better guide, a better parent, a better lover, a better colleague, a better partner, a better spouse, a better sibling, or whatever, everything that you are, everything that we are and not are, whatever, as an individual in whole, to become a better person, the infinite intelligence. So we must have tools in place that we practice every day to improvise ourselves as a whole human being, right? A human consciousness. So those 6 tools, I hope you have started, and we will discuss. I'm going to make a video on the first one, which is discipline, and then we'll make a following with all the other tools. So what were the 6 important tools we had discussed in the last video, which is discipline, detachment, conviction, compassion, perseverance, and focus, and my stupid memory, which I'm taking my almonds, don't worry. So other than that, I am just going to reveal 6 more points today, which is again more important, and I hope we all practice this in our lives. It's just that I'm not gonna record a long video today because I'm on a date with myself, as I mentioned earlier. But yes, this is what I wanted to share. 6 more points. You can note them down, and start focusing on all of that. Contemplate that, do you really have these tools practicing every day in your life already? And where you are not, where do you find that you find yourself not doing that? It's a time for introspection, right? So here it goes. These are the 6 points, additional 6 points, as I mentioned, that we must practice these tools in our life for betterment and improvement. It is going to help us always in our journey of expansion and improvisation and self-development, and as a whole development as a community and a society. So these should be the 6 points that we must practice. I've written this down because my memory is going somewhere. Okay, stop flirting, Manu. They are called values, liberation, authenticity, integrity, self-care, and surrender. What are they? Surrender. We must practice this very much, and determination and focus. We must practice surrendering. It's something that we always forget about, because we think we have been conditioned that we must have things under our control. We must know now how our tomorrow will be looking like. No, you don't need to know everything. No, if you know, it's well and good. You just need to know how it is going to be in this moment, right? How you're feeling in this moment. Then you will be secure tomorrow too. Please, rest assured of that. So the 6 points we are adding in this one to those last 6 points are surrender, strictly surrender, values, We must have our values and stick to them regardless. Nobody must come further above and beyond your values. Liberation. We must liberate ourselves so we will be able to liberate others and not have judgment and expectations and disappointments and all of that. We must live in liberation. It is a very extensive point of detachment. I think I can talk in one video where detachment and liberation. When you practice liberation, you will be able to detach. At the same time, when you practice detachment, you feel liberated and liberate everybody to have their own time, space, energy, and happiness and make their own choices. So surrender, values, liberation, authenticity, very important point. We must be very authentic, honest, and ourselves. Be ourselves. Every time. To everyone. Integrity. Hardcore. This is hardcore. We must have integrity in our life. Especially we have to feed this in our head today, right now, and our children, our generations, our parents. Integrity is something is so important for each one of us. Nothing, no business, no money, no relationship, no connection, nothing, no education, nothing comes beyond this. It has to be, integrity must be followed, everything, because everything has a higher purpose of being, So this is something very important. And my favorite point is self-care, self-love. Self-care. In self-care, everything comes. Self-love, self-pampering, self-respect, self-esteem, self-strength, self-confidence, self-development. Top-notch. This is top-notch. Self-care is very important. We must take care of ourselves. We must look after ourselves and always prioritize our own well-being. I always tell everybody, please prioritize your own well-being before anything. Then you can extend a better yourself to everybody, right? And never feel empty. Even if you don't have 10,000 people around you assisting you, helping you, and always there for you, you will not feel empty, because you first look after yourself and then extend yourself in wholeness, in fulfillment, right? Not out of any obligation or duty or something, right? So what are the 6 new points we are adding to the previous 6 points? Is self-care, surrender, values, liberation, authenticity, and integrity. Okay, these are the 6 more important tools we are going to practice in our life every day. I do all of them and I'm so happy. Look at me, I'm just enjoying my life regardless. I always say today, one of my friend was saying quarantine is extended now, so it's just hitting me. I was like, wow, is it so? I don't even know, and doesn't matter. I'm so happy, in bliss, even if the earth shakens, doesn't matter. So that state of being can be achieved, my dear friends, my dear loved ones. That state of being can be achieved. It's not impossible, because I am possible is the right, accurate word, right? You are possible and you can achieve that if you practice this 12 tools already that we discussed. More will be coming, but I will not bring them now. I'll start making the points to discuss elaborately on each tool now in next video, and we'll tune in soon. Before that, I send love and light to everybody, and my healing energies with all of you. I'm going on a date with myself, and I'm gonna have loads of fun, and I'm not gonna tell anything. It's secret. But one thing I'm going to tell, that in my date there will be the most favorite thing of mine, which is meditation. I'm going to meditate with myself. I love that's romance for me. I rendezvous with the whole cosmic forces when I do that, and I'm in a state of bliss in that period of time and every period of moment, right? So I send love and light to all of you. Have fun. Lovely Saturday, lovely Sunday, lovely day, and lovely evening, lovely day, lovely night. I'll see you soon, you guys. Bye bye.